I think what's cool about clay and working with clay is that there is an incredible physical aspect to it. You know, it's a workout. So it gets, I don't know if endorphins is the right word, or testosterone or something, gets pumping when you're working. You work up a sweat. It's very physical and it's very creative. So it engages you on those two levels. That is, you know, cuts to the core of, you know, it goes beyond just a very analytical process. It's a, you know, it can be a very physical process, a very intuitive process, and what I would mean is that it's generally you hone your skills down to where you're not making super analytical decisions. Your mind and your body are sort of meld into one, making this, and through doing it many, many, many times, the real hard analytical thinking isn't going on anymore. It's just a mental, physical sort of dance that ends up creating something. You know, I go into a piece thinking I'm going to make this, but I'm not really sure how it's going to come out. You know, and I think, you know, I see in your paintings a similar thing, in that, you know, that whole sort of aggressive, abstract expressionism. I don't know if that's the right term for your paintings, but that very sort of aggressive way of attacking the paint. I don't think you have a photographic image going into that painting what's going to come out. You let the process dictate. You probably have a direction you're heading. I'm painting something, but what that end thing is going to be, it has not been decided. Is that right? And that's very much how I approach working with clay. A piece like this, I had a pretty clear idea what I'm making.
Yeah.
But you'll see when I do some of my other pieces, I know I'm making one of my bag forms or a vase form, but you know, there's so much individuality in each piece, and that, you know, I think you can see pretty clearly, you know, is all sort of process driven.
I'm coming home, I'm not alone, I know you're there. I'm coming home, I must be strong, I know you're there. I'm coming home, I'm not alone, I know you're there. I'm coming home, I know you're there.
I don't know if you understand, but Japan is kind of the mecca for ceramics. So every potter in the world wants to make a pilgrimage here someday. And I am a conduit for people, for some people to make that happen, make that come true. So people contact me, they want me to be part of their trip, you know, one stop along the way of their journey through Japan to see Japanese ceramics and get a closer view, see a foreigner's take on it.
And of course, they're facilitated a lot easier because you can talk to them.
Yeah, you know, they get a taste of home again. You know, they're in a fairly strange land, and how well, you know, some have no trouble with it, others do have trouble with it, and I'm a little port in a storm for some of them.
I know you're there. Hold on to what I've known. There's truth will lead me on.
Sometimes I think of this as sort of a some sort of a fancy serving vessel, you know, something that for possibly a dinner party or something. But I also see it as a nice display piece. It could sit out on a table with nothing on it, or it could have an apple and a banana or something, or a flower.
So it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to conform to any thought.
It doesn't. I don't have a preconceived notion that this is going to be for sushi, though a lot of people might have that conceived notion. I'm just more thinking of a shape and a form. I'm wondering if this guy's a little higher than it should be. I can cut the whole thing down a bit, but I am going to cut out a wedge out of the sides. It'll lighten it up a bit.
And because this process you have complete control, and then once it's in the kiln you lose control.
Well, I'll lose a bit of control, but I'll fire a piece like this in an area where I will have a pretty clear idea of what it's going to look like. This will be in a place probably high up in the kiln where it'll get a nice even coating of ash collecting on it. So either live with it or just start carving it out.
I'm coming home. I know you're
Dix. It's a great name.
Yeah.